Heavy Metal Truckers here. And today we are taking another gander of what we got going on around the world, and this time Frosty selected Sweden. And given the metalheads that we are, it took us a little bit to find something that only maybe one of us knew. Because Sweden, oh, I hell and I proclaim it again. Let's go, Sweden, let's go. You guys have the greatest, one of the greatest fucking metal scenes known to mankind. Keep it the fuck up.
I would say they were the kings of the metal scene until Japan came along the last few years.
And that's a very fair point as well. Very fair point. But in this video, we are taking a listen to Bathory. And now Frosty at one point was a little on edge about doing Bathory because I know them and they were among the first wave of black metal. And what that means is they created some of the blueprints and foundations for the second wave. Hell, groups like Dark Throne, Watain, Dark Funeral. Although some of those may be more in the third wave, which I think Behemoth entered that. But anyways, no, actually they could have been the second wave. Anyways, the point is, Frosty was a little concerned, and whenever I went to look up the track, I realized, oh wait, Bathory was first wave of black metal for like the first 3 records, and then they decided to go towards a Viking metal aspect. And the track we are looking at, Road to Asabe, or Asabe, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, that was on their 5th album, to where they were getting a little bit more in the depths of Viking metal. So we are going to check out what Sweden was doing reasonably still back in the day. If I had anything left in this bottle, I'd drink a sip in memory of Quathorn. Rest easy, brother.
I've got a few things to say.
Sorry, let me turn it down.
First-
I had it cranked up a good bit. Sorry.
So,
Go for it.
firstly, the first things first. Even if you had not told me that their origins or their start was in black metal, that would have been my very first question.
Yeah.
Like, did they start? Because there was still the essence of it here.
It was.
within the atmosphere of the song, a lot of the guitar tones, the length of the song.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There were definitely a lot of signs that that's where they came from. And instrument, I'm gonna feel like you now, Pincushion. Instrumentally, I really enjoyed this because instrumentally it felt like a slower pace, more melodic black metal.
Did it not feel like that one thing we checked out whenever we did doom metal and saw Candlemass? That old video.
In a lot of ways, yeah. In a lot of ways, yeah. Yeah.
You know, aside from the wrestler move I thought he was about to do.
Well, yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, and this did have some doom metal feel to it. Yeah, I'm not you bring that up. But instrumentally, I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed the atmosphere. I enjoyed a lot of what was going on. Just in general, I really enjoyed it. Now comes to the problem. The vocals were absolutely horrific. I don't know who told that man he could do clean vocals, but that person needs to be smacked upside the head. Like, the vocals for me were so bad that even though as much as I was love what was going on instrumentally, if I was listening to this and had control of it, I would have skipped it. Like,
oh damn.
if he was doing black metal before, that tells me he does harshes, and I'm sure, God, I hope they're better than this clean.
He did a lot more vocal compression and just kind of more of what Motorhead did back in the day. But almost imagine Motorhead, but just almost the prequel to Motorhead.
Gotcha. But yeah, the vocals were painful for me. They really were. Like it felt like he was off key half the time. Like it was a mess for me. And it basically ruined the song for me. Because like I said, I instrumentally and everything, the atmosphere, absolutely loved it. But yeah, the vocals hurt it for me big time. I don't think, at least him singing in this style, I don't think that it would be something I would go and listen to again.
That's a fair perspective. Frosty.
Well, it wasn't the white noise that I anticipated.
That's a one way to describe black metal, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, either time, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I kind of enjoyed it. Like it kind of had like a weird like storytelling kind of vibe, like metal vibe to it, which
again, this was more common for them whenever they came to Viking metal. They were more storytellers.
Yeah. So I mean, I was catching that. I mean, the Doppler hit it on the nose. The fucking vocals
Quorthon. I am so sorry, guys. It was Quorthon my bad.
The vocals were just they were there and they shouldn't have been at all. Or have someone else do them. Go get a coach and learn.
Yeah, have somebody else do it. Yeah, get a whole coach. I was thinking that.
Well, my dude, you gotta remember, this was like they started in the mid to early late 80s, and then this was 1990s, so vocal coaches weren't exactly a thing back then. Or they weren't.
Then have someone else do them. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Good lord. Musically, I absolutely agree. The atmosphere and all the instrumentals and everything were absolutely on point. I mean, you could have taken out the vocals and just left the music, and it kind of felt like it would have told a story with that itself, and would have been fantastic to me. I definitely do catch the aspects of the black metal within this, and it's more atmospheric than what I was anticipating from them. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a black metal style that I could get behind.
Yeah, just the different list.
Yeah. Other than that, I I mean, if the vocals remain this way throughout later stuff that they've done, then I have no intention on listening.
Don't
If
remember, to be honest.
they change or get better or something, and they kind of keep up this sort of style, then I could see myself being intrigued to give a new another single by them a shot. Take it from there.
Gotcha. So being the black metal guy I am, I absolutely loved the instrumentals all through. There's no way around it. No other really real way to say it, but definitely hearing this, granted I'm certain I've heard this before, but just hearing it again, it just, considering that Quorthon was the main writer within Bathory, it really sucks what happened to him, which he passed away of a heart failure. But yeah, considering he was the founder and mastermind behind Bathory, he passed in 04 and they didn't write anything new after his death. They stopped in 03 was the last album that they had. Which if you guys are interested, we could do a video on seeing one of the last or later tracks of Bathory on their last album that they had, to kind of get an idea. But clean vocals are definitely not his suit, but then again, coming from being the first wave of black metal, it was either they were one of the first or potentially the first group to incorporate clean vocals within a more modern black metal aspect that contained some of the Viking style instrumental and lyrical influence. There was a reason I went and turned my headphones up, because I was loving it instrumentally, but I'm like, there's a reason that most black metal is done with the most horrendous vocals possible, mainly just because it's their intent of what black metal is, but also probably because, with the exception of potentially Mayhem, clean vocals shouldn't be in black metal.
They don't work.
No. Just no. I mean, if you're able to do it and make it solid, then go for it, but I have yet to hear a black metal group that has clean vocals that would actually sound reasonable to me. So, I'll leave that there, but this reaffirms, aside from vocally, why I used to listen to Bathory a good fucking bit, because they had that such old school feel, and even though a lot of the instrumentally there was like a black metal foundation, they had a lot of elements of doom into this that we would have heard from early Candlemass as well. And that just, where there's such a focus on rhythm and making it solid, even though the length is bordering horrendous, it might be horrendously long, but it's still bearable to listen to. Well, from me it is, just because they did so well in their rhythm section, you just kind of get lost in it. But yeah, I would be intrigued if anyone else knew of, doesn't necessarily have to be Swedish, but a group that does old school black metal like this with some decent clean vocals. So if you know of it, let us know and we'll see what we can cover. But guys, until next time, whether musically, lyrically, or literally, keep rolling heavy.